Coach Karim Zito din komo area fa Kumasi asane Kotoko CAF Confederations Cup draw. Gaka top 4. The Ghana Premier League fixtures. Been breaking it down. Na minjeje mu enso ntimi fama. Mintimi show video no. I've seen some comment where people are saying that me add the pictures. If maybe the person is new to my channel. Yes, maybe the person is new to my channel and then Nim said no but I was the only, let me say, YouTuber that I was adding pictures to my videos every single time. But I had issues with my editing software that I'm on my, but I'm working on it. Surely it will be fixed and then in the last 2 to 3 months, yeah. And yes, in the last 2 months, and I'm videos, I'm in fact pictures and so. Yeah, me editing with pictures because of me editing software. No? So I say, so you get that. So don't worry, cry. I'm one of the few people every single video and I'm the picture count. You can go back and check me YouTube videos and I'm here. So whatever, why? We will work on that and everything will be fine. I really appreciate every single comment. Sometimes people will come and insult another styles, but I know they are part of this job. Before we decided to do this, so but that is how it's here. The last time Mr. Frimpong, I keep on mentioning his name, from Netherlands, I did a video. Now I call me to Baz, I call a crack where the president came. But then he called me and he was giving me no back community. And since then, that is how it's supposed to be. So you don't insult matured minds. You don't insult. Go count them. And then I'll give mine. We find a compromise. So sanity. Coach Karim Zito. I didn't come up. Now in come no say my starting from free the signings, you know. I say a lot of players are back. And Steve Obusana said the latest addition by my friend Donzo. So how is he going to impact Kumasi and Kotoko Boboko? And then he said he's an experienced player. And then Obebua Kumasi and Kotoko. Now signings are Kotoko, yeah, you know. Kotoko are not signings because they want to sign any single player. They made those signings according to their weaknesses. According to players that can help Kumasi and Kotoko achieve the target they've set for themselves. These are the words of Coach Karim Zito. So every single player that was joining Kumasi and Kotoko, the 12 players who were joining Kumasi and Kotoko was not brought in because they wanted to fill spaces. They wanted to bring in players for bringing sake. The players were brought in to make sure Kotoko weaknesses are not one in the 2024-2025 season. Be improving. These players are in to do that job for team event Kumasi and Kotoko. So more keke Kasans and 7 players, you know, that be say player be a calculated attempt. He is in there to fill some of the gaps, some of the weaknesses that have Kumasi and Kotoko. So that is what Coach Karim Zito and so Eddie Hong Komono. So my free na miuram ewo the Gaka top 4. Steve asked him about the Gaka top 4. And Nasemno, Coach Karim to Nasemno was that these are the kind of matches you need for your team to prepare because Ojidi is able to Kotoko Africa kono. Na boa Kotoko Africa kono. Besa boa Kotoko mama prepare. Or say friendly games we. These are the words of Coach Karim Zito. Or to top 4 these are friendly matches. Or say friendly matches when un tell you be more. Because Untimim Frey has to folks over and Kotoko any more friendly game because has to folk are busy making sure almost sure team. I say Bebeni Go Stars Untimim friends over any more match because they are busy making sure almost sure team. Untimim Frey Heart of Lion because they are busy almost sure team. So Gaka ka boom na Gaka mo that sort of games they are a very strong games and so it be the mom was say or the best says in the Kotoko players no one who's a partner tactics no one person the coach season no if they are able to absorb and make sure or more executing on the field of play. These are the words of Coach Karim Zito. wait me Kotoko or more YouTube no so I don't want to show it because of copyright issues. So I'm just breaking in something down. Yes, I'm just breaking Coach Karim Zito something down, and some kind of, and I'm breaking it down. And so but if you want the full video you want to listen, you can go to Kotoko'S Facebook or more YouTube and so, and then you go and watch it yourself. These are the words of Coach Karim Zito. I'm breaking it down for you. Mean to me show video no Kotoko content. If I show it here, copyright issues may be on my channel, which of course I don't want that. So these are the reasons why I made change and didn't come up and they're fine. And then on the Premier League, you know, so was I didn't come up on games now because comedy can't bono. So what I said, no, say if you look at last season, first game a course between House of Folk and Basaka be share House of Folk. Na Basaka more league ni bida. It is a team behind Kumasi and Kotoko neighbor boy here no. So if you look at Kotoko's first 5 games, I think say Bebiani Go Stars womb, Chelsea womb. Matches are very tough. And the match me fan Kumasi as and Kotoko. And then he says team be a Kotoko here no hobo. In term found a team way as a team way say if they are going to play against Kumasi and Kotoko, they are going to play beyond Omahuading. So it's about time the boys no understand what is at stake, and then they will make sure say every single thing that Ebekosu was season him no will make me execute in the year. That is what they want. That is what they need, and he is sure. Say be biabe timi akosu ye and so timi na match me fa Kumasi Asante Kotoko. And run some coach Karim Zito and so etimi edi home komo. Then Stivo Busa no about the Kwara game. No, I say Kwara no one about Kwara ni bida. So what I say? Kwara no wabobida. Nti very difficult ayi kakra enso timi de mano. Na ogidi say o metimi abobo mo ho. No makeke kanema bom na probably mo enso timi disa nkunim na say omudi because that is the first thing that is away. And then Stivo pressed and asked or the Dreams Kobo semi-final the last time Okobo was at a championship. You know see on team for Dreams and comparison Kotoko. But there are things that on to me can't they see with Dreams. No, me name on the can say players no more involved. But boy, and you year Kotoko will go places. Or say there are things a see with Dreams that on to me for to and yet Dreams are fair any Kumasas and Kotoko. But players no or more matter in Kotoko no be new year. Kotoko will go to places. These are the words of Coach Karim Zito. Na my catch my source no. You can go to Kotoko's a YouTube page and so now I go a full video no. I'm just breaking them down. Nechiche munketing getting in some now can you know. So in some can edefa kwara hono. Then Steve Obusano say na utimi qualified tia kwara. Obebo with dad no say he's not thinking about with dad. Because when we first round now, there is nothing like with that. And he said with that game, no, or see that he's not even thinking about that. Not Jenny ho, not Jenny none the only players didn't come out. It can't want them. About finishing Kwara. If they are able to finish Kwara, then they have the opportunity to play against with that. A whole new with that and come over. Because when Timia and Shaq Kwara, now when you Kwara and for man free the Confederation Cup no more prelims anymore. There is nothing like with that. He's not thinking about that. He's taking it match after match. The first match is against Kwara, El Babeyara Sports Stadium from 19th to the 21st of September. And that is what he's thinking about. Yeah, no, any with that be I'll see that with that. So Steve asks again, and the players know, cannot see the players no be anyone wouldn't come over Kwara who. They are only interested in making sure say training now what they ma or mono. Or more tears ye or more ye. That is what the players are thinking about. Nothing like Kwara or Calf Confederation Cup. That be the players naming home. The Sana or Church more or then seminal and so 8 to 12 million 7 so at a mount and so I want to Madina. So you know, open didn't come more, didn't come more, and I'm happy the way Ninsem no Kano. You see, one thing that I like about Coach Karim Zito, how we see Ninsem. Ninsem no work out to say when they work. You see, there are some coaches who be so more question and answer some of the monocram on crunch. There are some coaches who be so more answers who be so more questions and answer some of the man crunch. But the truth of the matter is say Coach Karim Zito knew how to deal with Sano Manyamano. And Okana Semnat say, this is someone that unim the way. Yes, or canning Semna you could see, as soon as you are not been and some kind of say unim the opesa way. So I'm happy or seeing the players, no, they are not thinking about a draw. They are thinking about understanding your more or preseason, no, so that don't make me execute. That is what he's thinking about. It's not about players name BB Adabi. That is not it. So what I say. So I'm happy these things are happening. And then you talk to his boys. Medical catch us what players in Africa, bo. He told them South Africa you're more just an ordinary game. If you think say I say an ordinary game too good, that be, and I keep on saying this and I'll always repeat it. Those teams that don't be Kotoko'S has almost a normal game Kotoko'S there a normal game. You know, correct. Mo yes happen. One person mo say mo coach no mo nyade. Because the systems that coaches never are different. So why do you prepare the same way you are preparing against an opponent A? So opponent B, or prepare the same thing. Opponent C, the same thing. That means you are not doing anything because they can't be the same. So I always have issues with them. I'm not saying no more can. So coach Karim Zito there, American catch is one manager that I have so much belief in. So bet me when I need someone that to Jano, but at the thread there I'm there so me they took to company for him. If say do Abubakar and ne a Prince Opoku omo mpo mo a omo man nya claim farmer boys no boys na nkasa mfom ho adwen dada because preseason Kotoko'S I'm told minyanti official confirmation from a source ho but I'm told say Sule Ibrahim no ho that says I am pass na tie dia that should tell Prince Opoku say do Abubakar say team no mo mpe wo mo because omo ba Sule no. So if the Sule was fit enough to be part of the squad there called Kotoko'S no strikers in the that should send a signal to them that don't inform communicate officially to them. But na Ibrahim no ho na wo ye training there. That should tell almost say a done deal for them. Inform because all Kotoko'S strikers na buy na Jordan Amisa wum, Morfin wum, Albert Amo and Kwamboku wum. And yenim coach Karim Zito no. Oba professor man young boys need the opportunity. And Jordan Amisa is a striker. So he will give him the opportunity. It's about putting four standing a year to the to your Mwankasa who and then telling boys and say, Mube justify as a trials, more material requirement. It's as simple as that. So the panel quality will find as a Omuya Kwana Kusia, we say, and as a Biarada, nipa fa adiano home as a and we be ya you see that thing. So and phone communicating for more we and your bonnet. They've worked with commercials and got to go for the past 3 weeks or a month. If they didn't meet the requirement, the criteria, no man to me, it's as simple as that. You tell them, you thank them, they go their way, you go their way. Nobody knows tomorrow what will happen tomorrow. So I think that is what I'm putting for. So when you the breakdown of Coach Karim Zito, the interview on Kotoko'S media no, and so to me, I mean pass 17 more video because go video the assembly. So kindly subscribe to the channel, but notification bell also. Update in about every single time once I can. What me who the random man ends with go. A clear go by the major video me with my friend Ricardo Vaz. Ever since share be macram.
Power off.